Good evening everyone, I hope you are all doing very well. Just looking at this top when I'm sitting down, it's looking a bit tight on me, but anyway. I'm sitting in my dining room, this is my dining room Christmas tree. The smallest story ever, last year or the year before, I've got a huge living room tree through my lounge. It's huge, but it's about 25 years old. I bought it in America, had it shipped over, and it's one of these ones you've got to assemble on individually and add all the branches, it takes forever. So last year, the year before, I decided, right, I'm going to get a new big Christmas tree that's assembled, that's pre-lit, blah 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 blah. And I ordered about 5 or 6 for Balsam Hill. I assembled every single tree, and none of them I felt was as good as my last tree, but that's by the by. I ended up unboxing this one, kept it. I think it's 7 foot. I don't actually think it shows very nice in the video, but it's actually okay, but it still wasn't as nice as my lounge tree. So I've kept this one for my dining room, and I've ended up putting my big one back up. It's 25 years old because I haven't found a replacement for it. Anyway, that's by the by. Let's get on with the story. But anyway, I just thought I'd do a little Christmas setting, seeing as it's going to be uploaded in December and it's Christmas time. So anyway, by the title of my story, title of my YouTube video, I've got 2 things. I've got a little unboxing from some goodies I picked up at Hermes, and the second thing, I got a special order a la carte at Hermes, my Hermes store, and I still can't believe it. I honestly still can't believe it. And anybody that really is a handbag lover to the core will know what an honour and privilege it is. And I actually still am quite in shock that I bought it. I think traditionally, normally, you know, the SEs would contact you, send you a wee message, blah 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 blah. But I was going down to London last weekend. Last Saturday. I had been planning on getting a couple pieces that I had ordered and they weren't back in stock, and I was planning on getting a watch from Christmas. And when I was down the last time I was down in London, I tried on a couple of watches and I couldn't make my mind up 100% about the size I was wanting. So I went away thinking I was sure what size I was getting, but when I got home I kept going back and forth and still I couldn't make up my mind. And I was just going to do the order remotely with my SA. That's what I'd said to her. I said, look, let me think about it a bit more, what I really want, particularly the size, and I'll send you a message and we can quickly do the order remotely. And she said, yeah, that's fine, that's no problem. And there was another couple just small pieces I'd ordered that had came in that she was going to arrange to ship to me. And I was talking to my bag friends, Lorna Styles, and Jojo Lux. We've been friends for quite a few years now, actually. Sometimes I look back and I think, God, it must be about 5 years. But now 4 or 5 years. Anyway, but we became quite good friends. And I was wanting to come down to London Christmas time, see the lights, blah, 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 blah. And I thought, right, let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I think it was Thursday night, last Thursday. Messaging Lorna, I says, right, I'm just going to come down. I'll just come down again. If anybody you know, I'm like 500 miles from London. I do these crazy trips. Anyway, so last Saturday I got the 6:20 train in the flew down 6:20, flight in the morning to Gatwick. My friend Lorna met me at the train station. The train station at the South Terminal, and we got the train into London. And I'm going to try and remember to insert some photos. So we went, because we were there so early in the morning, we were in London for 9 o'clock, just after 9. We went to Claridge's for our breakfast, which was quite nice. Jojo Lux, she couldn't get to town quite as early, so she was planning to come down about 12 or something. Anyway, cut long story short, we did that. We went for breakfast, and then we headed to Hermes. So I just had a couple of things. I was picking up a couple small things, and I was going to try on, I actually took my ruler with me and I was going to try on 2 different sizes of watches and try and make my mind up what I wanted. Because I was going to do a special order for the watches just so you can get a little bit fancy and you can do the wee inscribing on the back of it. I don't know if any of you have looked at it, but it's quite a nice feature. And I wanted to get this done because it was for my Christmas. And anyway, we went down into the store and Aresti came through and chit-chatting away, and she said, I've got a surprise for you. I'm like, thinking what have I ordered that just came in, you know, blah blah blah. I thought, it's not a quota bag because I just got my Kelly, didn't I? And she says, oh, I'd like to invite you to do a Hermes A carte special order. I looked at Lorna right away and I was like, did you know? Because you know, it's quite unusual, well, I believe it's quite unusual for them to do it right there and then. I mean, I'm sure, thinking back, I probably could have said, right, let me have a look at the box, let me have a think what I want, and let me then message her with my final choices or whatever. But I think in my head, I sort of knew what my next wish was. I knew what my unicorn, I mean, my black Birkin was one of my unicorns. Always wanted a malachite bag. That was really my, like, I don't know. I wanted a black Birkin, gold Birkin, and malachite. They were my 3. I always thought, if I have the 3, it wouldn't matter if I never had another bag. Anyway, cut long story short, you can't get malachite as an exterior anyway, so I'm just telling you that now. So cut long story short, we spent an hour and a half sorting my watch out because it turned out the size I wanted I couldn't get in the special order. It just ended up a whole palaver. So we spent about an hour and a half going back and forward with every single watch we could possibly get out the cabinets until I narrowed it down, and that's sorted. It's ordered and that was done. And seriously, without a word of lie, Lorna Styles will back this up. I think I spent 20 minutes picking my special order. But thankfully, a couple months ago, about 2 months ago, I decided, and I've been talking about it with my friends and bag friends and my husband and various things, that I'm 51 past. I'm actually 52 come March, so really it's only 3 months till I'm 52. And I get a bit carried away when I buy bags. I get a bit carried away when I buy everything. I get carried away when I buy shoes, because sometimes, without a doubt, I buy things for the life I don't need. And there's no question about that. And it's interesting, I've seen a few people talking about this recently. And it's funny, I've talked about it for a good 2 months with a couple of my friends and my husband and that. And then just all of a sudden, I wonder if a few people are just having these wee reality checks, you know, cost of living's going up and, you know, a few different things, and people are saying, you know what it is, I need to be a bit more smart about what I'm buying and making the cost per wear more in line with your life, rather than buying bags that ultimately become ornaments. So, cut long story short, I'm not going to tell you exactly what I picked because I want to do it as an unboxing when it eventually comes. But I was so sensible, like really sensible. I didn't pick anything crazy. It pretty much came from my wish that I'd put in for my next quote bag, and with just a tiny bit of twist. And I'm pretty happy with what I've done, and I think I wanted, if I was, for anybody you're going to get a special order, you've got to get something that you can use, that you'll use regularly. Use it with joy, use it with love, and use it, and that's what I did. So that's pretty much the story in the special order. So I got a special order, I'm so happy about it. I'm not going to go on lengths about it because at the end of the day, there's 2 million videos on YouTube. In fact, Jojo Lux, if you look at her, she's got a huge video on it. It's absolutely amazing. To be fair, the effort that she put into this video is absolutely crazy, and I think you should all go and watch it because she started a video from the time she got her special order offer, and she built it up and built it up, and then she combined it with unboxing and made it one big video. When I watched it, I thought, good on you. She explains all the different varieties and the Kellys, the Birkins, how it all works and that. So I'm not going to go over all that stuff. I was quite. One thing you've got to do is you've got to make your choice different enough from a normal a la carte bag, because if it just looks like a normal, not a la carte bag, quota bag, if it looks like a normal quota bag and there isn't something different about it, it could be rejected, because you'd be as well just buying a normal quota bag, obviously, if you offered it. But so you've got to make something a little bit different, and there's like some hardwares that's specific to an a la carte bag, and there's some leathers that you can't get in some choices. Like for example, the Kelly Cellier with sheaves, quite hard to get as a quota bag, but you can get it as part of your special order. Anyway, so that's done, it's placed, order's done. I woke up the next day absolutely panicking. Have I done the right thing? Should I have done this? Should I have done that? Should I change this? 2 hours of panicking, and then I thought, oh, you've been absolutely ridiculous. What you've done is right, and there's no going back, so it's done. So let's get to the unboxing, because we're now at 11 minutes and it's probably absolutely boring you to do. What one will I do first? Right, so we'll do this one. Actually, I probably should have oh no, I was going to say I should have closed on it coordinated, but actually I have. So this is a little necklace I asked for. Let me see it. Actually, I'm not going to lie, when it came, I was tiny bit initially disappointed in it, because I thought it was going to be a lot bigger. But it's actually quite a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. However, when I put it on, I have no idea if I'm going to be able to show you this easily. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the so it sits with that towel sitting forward. I think I've actually put it in there wrong. I'm going to put in the photo, the stock photo, or I'll actually put in a photo, a better photo of mine. Do you know what it is? I've got the light, I've got my dining room light out because I've moved my table forward from the Christmas tree, and the problem I have now is that when I'm sitting under it, it's far too bright. Can you see that? Okay, let's see. I'm not doing a very good job with this, am I? Right, so that toggle should sit a bit further forward. Anyway, I do like it because I wear browns. When I first came out, I thought it was going to be quite a bigger feature, because it's just costume jewellery, and I thought it was going to be slightly bigger and a little bit more a feature. But when it came, I was like, oh, you're a tiny bit smaller than I thought you were going to be. However, when I put it on with a couple of shirts that I have, I did still think it looked okay. This toggle, oh dear Lord, I'm not doing a very good job of this, sorry guys. This toggle feeds through like that, that's it, and it sits like that. So the gold bit should sit forward and the wee thing should sit forward. Anyway, I wear quite a lot of browns and things, so it'll do a turn. It was a little bit smaller than I thought for the price. I mean, it's not gold or anything of that nature, but it's quite nice. I'll see if I can do this that way. See if I can do it that way. There you go. Anyway, I quite liked it. My friend Lorna didn't like it. Joe didn't like it. My ex-A didn't like it. It's just me that liked it. But you know what? That just shows you that I'm one person. Because I just do one thing. I don't ever care what other people think. Well, that's not true, because I do ask my friends' opinions. But ultimately I'll always go with my own opinion. Right, one more thing. I ordered this. Now, as you ordered it when it was launched, and I know 2 of the people that got it, and when it came in, the one that came in for me, I think had a mark on it, or had some sort of, I can't actually remember. She wasn't happy to give me it anyway. She said it wasn't in good enough condition, and I don't know if it'd been tried. I don't really know the whole story, but I said, oh, it'll be fine, I'll take it, because they wanted it. She was like, no, I'll get you a new one. So this one just came in, but I love it. Let's show you this. I'm going to insert photos, the stock photos, because I'm absolutely useless at the names. And actually, I don't really care that I'm useless at the names, because it doesn't actually matter, does it? So it's a scarf, obviously. It's an emerald green. You don't really get that many emerald greens really from Hermes. This is, it says it's Chorus Stellarum. Now that's, and there's always, the scarves have the name on them. Anyway, it comes in quite a lot of colours, but this green has never, it's always out of stock, and I was terrified I wasn't going to get it. But what I love about it, I've obviously got a green shirt on it. This is a 70 centimetre, and I have absolutely fallen in love. This isn't going to go with this shirt. I've absolutely fallen in love with the 70 centimetre. I just think it's perfect for me. I like to wear them like this. Now I'm actually copying this because I actually seen the girl, Mrs. Fogbourne, or whatever her name is, she works in the Paris store. She wears them like this to the side, and I absolutely loved it. I'm so glad I got it. I actually got into panic I wasn't going to get it, because it took forever and ever to come in, and actually it reappeared online. And I texted my SA and I said, did you get the scarf? She said, not yet. I said, oh my god, it's online. She said, I'll just go ahead and order it. I was like, no, I'll wait. Anyway, she got it for me. So I got that arrived as well. This is my other thing that I picked at the store. Now, you're going to think I'm crazy. Maybe not. You won't think I'm crazy, because I'm crazy. You remember when I unboxed my Kelly? Unboxed virtually identical things. Hope we don't get bad luck with them being on my table. I forget the colour. I'll need to look at my receipts. Actually, the exact colour. Green Oasis. It's not Vert Electric. It's is it my receipt? I'm terrible, because I put the receipt through. I don't know if this is the receipt that's on these. Let's see. No, because that's the receipt for my receipts through my bedroom. I'm just going to have to, I'm going to put it up. I'm going to have to write a list of all the things I'm going to put up in this photo. Anyway, I think they're absolutely beautiful. They're actually excellent, but look at the colour. Now, I'll actually purchase the velvet version of these with the clear heel. I don't know if I actually unboxed them. Did I actually unbox them? I actually can't remember if I unboxed them or not. Did I? Anyway, they were just too big. I was actually devastated. They were Vert Electric. I thought, I am never going to get these shoes. And lo and behold, they brought the green out in the Epsom with a solid heel, and I prefer them better. They're far more mature for me. How gorgeous are they? I absolutely love them. If you look back a couple of videos ago, you'll see that I've got an emerald green mini. It's slightly iridescent, and it's absolutely perfect. It goes with it. That's what I actually wanted them for. But I do wear green anyway. I wear green a lot. I just love green. Now, weirdly, I got the tan ones, which is calf skin. They're 5.5, 30.5, and they actually fit perfect. These are a tiny bit neat, so I'm going to have to wear these in the house and stretch them out. So these are a fraction smaller than the calf skin. Oh, the shoes aren't, I don't care what anybody says, the shoes are all different sizes. Anyway, beautiful. Hope you like them. Love them. So there's that one. And I actually did get another bag, and believe it or not, I've not got it in the house yet. I've left it in my work. It's ridiculous, but that's by the by. That can go in another video. Right, so that's the stuff. I got a Hermes A, so it's grey, TPM Evelyn, the gold hardware. I'm not a grey person. I'm trying to be a grey person. So I thought the TPM's small enough that if I wear like my jeans, white sneakers, try and get a grey top or a blouse or a white blouse, white shirt, whatever, trying to incorporate in. It's not a huge, massive investment in like a really expensive bag. So that's one of my wee goals, to try and see how I get on with grey. The problem is I love greens, I love red, I love black, I love navy, and I love tan. They 5 colours just rotate. If you ever see any of my videos, that's generally what I wear. So I do go around in circles. Right, I've always got stories. So, this is a huge palaver story. Ready? TPM. Now, you might, I don't know if this is going to show up in this light very well, you might remember, because I've got another one, I unboxed a Bahrain TPM. It had palladium hardware, well, it has palladium hardware, but it was Bahrain leather. And I've used it about 3 or 4 times, and the Bahrain leather, it just scratches to death. I'm actually so disappointed in it. Now I know there's the heritage type, and this new Bahrain's a more modern one. I can't speak for other bags, I can't speak for other leathers, but it scratches to death. And it's got palladium hardware, and I'm a gold hardware person, so I didn't get this from store. I'm not going to lie, I didn't buy it from store because I already got the gold. It's not actually gold, the Bahrain, it's natural or something it's called. I got the Bahrain one, Barniel, I don't even know how to pronounce it, someone will correct me. I've already bought that from store about a year ago, maybe earlier this year. I got it before I went on holiday, so it must have been March or April this year. So because I already got it, I would never ever ask for another one, even though my essays know I love gold hardware. I just wouldn't do it, it's disrespectful. And I'll probably give that other one to my daughter, maybe. But I was determined to get the original gold, the gold hardware, and this is the clemence leather. And I'm happy with this. Now, I didn't get this from store, as I say, I actually bought this from, I don't want to say a reseller, because I don't actually know if she is a reseller. Anyway, she had advertised, and I paid, I'm not going to lie, I paid £520 over retail. So I paid £520 over retail for it, but I wanted it, I wanted the gold hardware with the gold, and I bought it. So there's no point in, it's brand new though. I think she bought it and she just didn't like the size, it wasn't for her. So I got the receipt, still got the protectors on it, absolutely perfect. And I know it's authentic anyway. I know them well enough to know they're authentic. I'll probably send it and get it checked, send the photos in just for my own records, but I know the girl. She's got a good reputation. I've got the receipt for it, and I know the receipt's 100% fine. I know the stamp and everything's fine, and you know what you're looking for. When you do know what you're looking for eventually. People go on about super fakes, but I think if you know what you're looking for, you can tell. You can just 100% tell, I think. There's just something, there's always some small irregularity that you can just pick up. So I'll pop that back in there. Absolutely crazy. Anyway guys, I think that's me for tonight. I've got a couple other videos to do. I've just chased my tail. I've been away, up at the crack of dawn this morning, away to Elf Musical with my granddaughters, my husband and my mum, and we just came back like really late tonight. This makeup I've gone is actually from, so it's 10:20 at night, and this makeup I've gone is from 8 AM this morning. The only thing I've done is touched up my lipstick. This hair's slapped back, just brushed it back and tied it back just to record this video. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the little unboxing, a little babble story about my special order, and if you really would like to pop below and see if you can have a guess at what I've ordered. And as I say, I've been very sensible, didn't do anything outlandish or anything like that. But see if you want to pop below a little guess what I've got. I mean, I think people say the average time's 8 months, but that's just rubbish, because I know people that's got their bags back in 7 or 8 months. I know people that's got their bags back in 18 months. I've got a friend who's been waiting 22 months for a special order. I was talking to a guy from America who's been waiting 2 years for a special order. So it's a bit like, it'll come when it's going to come. And let's just hope it's nearer the 8 months than the 2 years though, because that would be a long way. I keep thinking these people that have to wait 2 years, when they get to 2 years, do they change their mind? I know. Do you know what I mean though? If you, like after 2 years, would you eventually think, oh God, I don't even know if I love that bag anymore, or I don't know. Anyway guys, as you know, I don't do that many videos. It's really mostly unboxings and a bit of chit chat. Got too much life to live and not got a lot of spare time, but if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, that'd be great, and I'll give you some follow back. Thanks very much guys, take care, see you in my next video.